This Kershaw Blur S30V, man, it's just going right through that wood. A dried out pine, just eating it up, man. The blade geometry, the slight recurve, does a great job cutting and slicing all sorts of different materials. Great for either a pocket knife on your hiking trip, backpacking trip, camping, or EDC, of course. But man, those inserts feel really good too. I love those textured inserts. The very slight thumb ramp helps out a lot as well. Great slicer, the Kershaw Blur S30V. The recurve really does a really nice job. I like that a lot. Ooh, yeah, look at that. That's a nice one right there. Nice curl. Very comfortable in my hand. Very, very comfortable in my hand. Great traction too with bare hands. All right, so we got a 1-ton cord right here that will hold up to a 1-ton multi-weave, much stronger than paracord. Just want to do a little bit of cutting with the Blur S30V. Man, you can just see there, all I have to do is push. It just cuts that thing like crazy. That's really nice. That's good. Little strips there. I'll do a pull cut. Boom. Wow, check that out. It's a nice thick cord. I mean, I'm not putting any effort or pressure on that piece of cord. Boom, it slices right out with that slight recurve is awesome. So cutting rope and cord, another utility task that the S30V Blur is amazing at. You can see as I'm stabbing here, I'm getting really good penetration about to here, which is about almost 1.5 inches penetration every single time I stab this S30V Blur into this wood. It penetrates really well. I'm doing a little bit of side-to-side prying. I'm not worried about that liner lock right here collapsing on me, damaging my hand, hurting myself, something like that. It does really, really good with penetration. And if you're holding in a reverse grip, you could definitely use this in a tactical situation with your thumb up here like this and locked into place. Now, with that being said, what I've found is when you're holding it like this in just a normal grip, and if you were going to do a thrusting stab like that, there really isn't great inlaid traction. Their what is it called? Their Act Track, I believe is what it's called. Traction on the sides is awesome, but there's really no lockup right here. There's a little bit of jimping, but if I was doing a really hard thrust, my hand might easily slide up and really cut myself, slice my tendons, really damage my fingers. So in this type of format, I would not be doing a lot of thrusting and stabbing. And this way is fine. And I would trust that liner lock. It's nice and thick, hits 50% of the blade back there. But in the normal thrusting way, I just wouldn't trust it for a tactical, necessarily, knife. Now, with that being said, this is a great EDC blade, wilderness, carver. You could do some detailed skinning if you had to of a squirrel or a bird or a rabbit, something like that. It could definitely do that, and it just excels at wilderness use. It's a great wilderness folder because when you're holding it this way and you're doing your carving, doing all the things you've seen, I mean, this just feels awesome in your hand. Very, very comfortable. Love the inlay traction. The blade is 3.3 inches long. This S30V version has a flat grind. It doesn't have any kick out at the bottom. This is a flat grind with a really strong, nice, durable tip. This is much stronger than the normal Sandvik blurs that you will purchase. The S30V is just an overall stronger, thicker, 1/8 of an inch thick knife all the way down the tip, and very good piercer, as well as that slight recurve. The S30V is a great high-end steel. It's going to hold an edge really, really well. Like I said earlier, you got that slight thumb ramp with a little bit of jimping back there. Pillar construction, weighs 4.2 ounces and has tip up, tip down, righties only. And what's really nice about this blur and all the blurs is that the pocket clip, even with this traction, has a steel frame, or the aluminum handles, excuse me, right down here, so that it doesn't tear up your pocket too badly when you're taking it in and out of your pocket. Nice big lanyard hole. You could definitely get 550 paracord through. Then the thumb studs are amazing. Those are some of my favorite thumb studs on the market. They, regardless if you're doing it left or right-handed, they just work really, really well. Grab your hand and finger really well right there. Boom, whips open. That's speed safe. I mean, it's just going to blur open. So, you know, they named it really well. The blur just whips right open every time, and I really like that. I will say that out of the box, these thumb studs were really aggressive and were tearing up my thumb and really hurting my thumb, as well as thrashing my pocket. So I just took a file and kind of filed down these thumb studs a little bit. I would recommend doing that if you do purchase the S30V blur, and probably the other blurs as well. If I do recall from the one that I had previous, we'll do the same. So you might want to file down those thumb studs a little bit. But other than that, the S30V blur is an amazing EDC and wilderness folder. I would highly recommend it here at Gideon's Tactical. Thank you everybody for watching. Stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.